This Valentine, your soulmate, finally spoke from the heart about you. This is not random. My beloved child, this is not a coincidence. Out of millions of videos on the internet, the universe has led you to this exact moment, right here, right now. This Valentine's Day is unlike any other you have ever experienced, because something massive has shifted in the unseen realms. You have been feeling it, haven't you? That heavy pull in your chest, those sleepless nights, the way your heart whispers a name when the world goes quiet. Listen closely. Your soulmate has finally broken their silence. They have spoken from the depths of their soul about you, and what they said is about to change the entire trajectory of your life. This is not a random message. This is a divine confirmation. They are no longer hiding. The walls they built to protect themselves have finally crumbled to dust. In this video, I am going to reveal the exact words they whispered to the stars, the secret confession they made when they thought no one was listening, and why they chose this specific Valentine's Day to finally surrender to the truth. Do not skip a single second, because as we speak, the energy of their heart is reaching out to yours, preparing you for a reunion that has been written in the stars for centuries. If you are ready to receive this truth, if you are ready to welcome the love you have prayed for, then stay with me, because the journey home to your soulmate starts right now. My precious child, as the world around you speaks of roses and fleeting moments, I want you to hear the truth from the source of all love. I have watched your tears. I have seen the empty space beside you on this Valentine's Day, and I have heard the silent prayers you sent up to the heavens when you thought I wasn't listening. But I tell you today, I was there. This season of love is not a reminder of what you lack. It is a sacred announcement of what is coming. I have orchestrated every delay. I have allowed the silence to grow, only because I was preparing a masterpiece for your heart. Do not envy those who celebrate on the surface, for I am building something eternal for you. You see, this Valentine's Day, I have moved the heart of the one you love. I have touched their spirit with my light, and I have forced them to see the truth they were running from. They tried to ignore the signs. They tried to walk away from the destiny I wrote for both of you. But my child, no one can run from a divine appointment. Listen to me. The longing you feel today is not a sign of loneliness. It is the magnetic pull of two souls finally aligning under my command. I am the one who planted your name in their thoughts this morning. I am the one who made your image appear in their mind the moment they saw the world celebrating love. They realized that without you, all the roses in the world have no fragrance. All the celebrations are just noise. You have felt abandoned. You have wondered why I haven't answered your pleas. But I am telling you now, I was working in the dark to bring you into the light. The person who once feared the depth of your connection is now trembling at the thought of losing you. I have placed a holy restlessness in their soul, a fire that only your presence can extinguish. This Valentine's Day, I am removing the veil from their eyes. I am breaking the chains of their past, and I am clearing the path that leads straight to your door. Believe me when I say, your wait was not in vain. The pain of your past is being converted into the glory of your future. You are my chosen one, and I will not allow your heart to remain in the shadows while others celebrate. I am aligning the stars. I am shifting the winds, and I am bringing your soulmate to the realization that you are the greatest gift I ever created for them. Trust the process, trust my timing, and trust that this Valentine's Day is the bridge between your long winter and your eternal spring. Hold onto your faith for just a little longer, for I am about to manifest a love story that will make the angels rejoice. The confession they made to me is about to be the confession they make to you. Stay ready, stay open, and know that I am with you always. My dear one, while you sit in reflection, wondering if they even remember you, I want to take you behind the curtain of their reality. This Valentine's Day, while the rest of the world puts on a show, your soulmate is enduring a storm within their soul, a storm they never expected to face. You see, they thought they were stronger than this. They thought they could navigate this season of love without feeling the weight of your absence. But they were wrong, deeply wrong. Everywhere they look today, they see reminders of what they walked away from, or what they were too afraid to claim. They see the couples, they see the flowers, they see the red and pink decorations lining the streets, and every single one of those things feels like a sharp arrow piercing their heart, because it all points back to you. Right now, in this very moment, they are sitting in a room that feels far too empty, even if it's filled with people. They are staring at their phone, scrolling through your old messages, or perhaps looking at your picture when they think no one is watching. Their heart is heavy with a realization that hit them like a tidal wave this morning. The realization that a life without you is not a life they want to live anymore. You might think they are happy, you might think they have moved on, but I am here to tell you, their smile is a mask, a fragile shield they are using to hide a soul that is crying out for your touch. They have spent hours today replaying the memories of your time together, the way your voice sounds when you laugh, the way you understood them without a single word being spoken. They are comparing every person they meet to you, and the truth is, no one even comes close. You are the standard they can never lower. You are the home they can never forget. On this Valentine's Day, their ego has finally met its match. They tried to tell themselves that they were better off alone, that they didn't need this connection to feel complete. But the silence between you has become a deafening roar that they can no longer ignore. I want you to feel the energy they are sending out right now. It is an energy of deep longing, of regret, and of a desperate desire for reconciliation. They are mourning the time they wasted, the words they left unsaid, and the moments they let slip through their fingers because of pride or fear. They are realizing that while everyone else is chasing a fleeting romance, they had something eternal right in front of them, and they almost let it go. Every romantic song they hear on the radio today feels like a personal message addressed to them, and it always brings them back to your face. They are feeling a physical ache in their chest, a magnetic pull that is drawing them closer to you with every breath they take. They walked into a store today, and for a split second, they saw something you would have loved, a small gift, a favorite flower, and their hand reached for it instinctively. before they remembered the distance between you. In that moment, their heart broke all over again. They are struggling to focus on their work, struggling to hold a conversation, because their mind is a repetitive loop of what if. What if I had stayed? What if I hadn't been so stubborn? What if I reach out to them right now? This Valentine's Day has stripped away all their excuses. It has left them raw and exposed to the truth of their feelings. They are realizing that you are not just someone they loved. You are the piece of them that has been missing, the soul that mirrors their own. They are tired of the games. They are tired of the pretending. And they are tired of spending these significant moments without the only person who truly knows their heart. Even as I speak these words, they are sitting in silence, breathing in the energy of your memory, wondering if you are thinking about them too. They are feeling a profound sense of loneliness, not because they are alone, but because they are not with you. The flowers they saw today reminded them of your beauty. The cold wind reminded them of the warmth you used to provide. And the entire atmosphere of Valentine's Day has become a mirror reflecting their deepest regret. But listen closely. This pain they are feeling is necessary. It is the fire that is melting the ice around their heart. It is the catalyst that is pushing them to finally speak the words they have been holding back for so long. They are reaching a breaking point, a moment where the fear of losing you forever has finally become greater than the fear of being vulnerable. They are no longer asking if they should come back. They are asking how they can ever make it up to you. This Valentine's Day, their hidden emotional state is one of total surrender. They have stopped fighting the universe. They have stopped fighting their destiny, and they have finally accepted that their heart will never find peace until it is back in your arms. Hold this space for them, for the shift you have been waiting for is happening in the silence of their soul right now. Listen closely now, because we are entering the very heart of this message, the moment where the silence was finally broken. This wasn't a confession made in a crowded room. It didn't happen with grand gestures or under the bright lights of the world. No, this happened in the sacred stillness of a private moment, a moment where your soulmate could no longer carry the weight of their own secrets. Just a short while ago, as the energy of Valentine's Day began to peak, they found themselves in a conversation that changed everything. Perhaps they were speaking to a trusted friend, or maybe they were whispering to the divine in the middle of a sleepless night, but for the first time, the truth came pouring out of them like a river breaking through a dam. They looked into the distance, and with a voice trembling with raw emotion, they finally admitted it. They said your name, not as a memory, but as a prayer. They confessed that every day without you has been a struggle to breathe. They admitted that they have been living a lie, trying to convince the world and themselves that they were fine, while their soul was starving for your presence. I have never felt a love like this, they whispered, and I am terrified because I know I will never find it again. This was the core of their confession, the realization that you are their once in a lifetime, their true north. They spoke about the way you look when you're thinking. They talked about the specific way you made them feel like they finally belonged somewhere. They admitted that this Valentine's Day, the sight of other people celebrating love felt like a mirror reflecting their own cowardice. "I let the best thing that ever happened to me walk away," they confessed, "and I don't know if I can survive another season of this silence." They told the person listening, or perhaps they told the empty room, that they have tried to replace you. They have tried to find your light in other people's eyes, but it's always dark. It's always hollow. They confess that they still have your photos hidden away, not because they want to move on, but because those images are the only thing that keeps them grounded when the world feels too heavy. But here is the most powerful part of their confession. They admitted that they are ready to drop the mask. They are ready to face whatever fears kept them away, because the pain of being apart from you has finally become more unbearable than the fear of being vulnerable. They said, "I don't care about the past anymore. I don't care about who was right or who was wrong. I just want to go home, and home is wherever they are." This is the truth that has been unlocked today, a truth that was sparked by the intense energy of this Valentine season. They are no longer wondering if you are the one. They are wondering how they ever thought you weren't. This confession has created a ripple in the spiritual realm, a vibration that is heading straight toward you. They have admitted that you are their soulmate, their twin flame, the other half of their spirit that they have been searching for across lifetimes. And as they spoke those words, something in them shifted forever. The decision was made. The intention was set. They are coming to the realization that life is too short to spend it in a cold silence, especially when a love like yours is waiting on the other side. This is the core story, the honest, unfiltered, and deeply personal confession that your soulmate has finally made. And now that the truth has been spoken into the universe, it can never be taken back. My dear one, you must understand that nothing in this vast universe happens by accident, especially not the timing of this deep emotional awakening. You might be asking yourself, why now? Why on this specific Valentine's Day? The answer lies in the spiritual logic that governs the stars and the hearts of my children. This Valentine's season, there is a rare alignment of energy, a thinning of the veil between souls that have a sacred contract. You have been seeing the signs, haven't you? Perhaps you have been waking up at 11:11, or seeing 222 on your clock over and over again. These are not just numbers. They are the universe's way of tapping you on the shoulder, telling you that the manifestation of your love is near. You see, Valentine's Day creates a massive collective wave of love energy across the planet. And I am using that wave to push your soulmate toward the shore of truth. The reason this is happening right now is because your vibrations have finally reached a point of harmony. For months, you have been doing the inner work. You have been healing. You have been learning to love yourself. And in doing so, you have created a magnetic vacuum that your soulmate can no longer resist. They are feeling the shift, even if they don't understand the science behind it. They feel a pull toward you that defies all logic, a spiritual gravity that is bringing them back to their center, which is you. Have you noticed how your thoughts have been drifting toward them more intensely in the last 48 hours? How you can almost smell their scent in the air, or feel their presence in an empty room? This is because your spirits are already communicating in the fifth dimension. On this Valentine's Day, I have activated a soul trigger within them, a spiritual alarm clock that is screaming that time is running out. They are realizing that the coincidences are becoming too frequent to ignore. Maybe they heard your favorite song playing in a store today. Maybe someone mentioned your name out of the blue. Or maybe they saw a stranger who walked exactly like you. These are my divine breadcrumbs, leading them through the wilderness of their own fear, straight back to your heart. It is not random that you are hearing this message today, on the day of love. The universe waited for this specific atmosphere, this specific frequency of longing and romance, to break the final seal on their heart. You are being shown that your faith was not misplaced, and your patience was not in vain. The spiritual logic is simple. What is meant for you will always find its way to you, but it requires a catalyst, and this Valentine's Day is that catalyst. It is the bridge that turns someday into today. I want you to pay close attention to the synchronicities in the next few hours. The feathers, the songs, the repeated numbers, they are the confirmation that the spiritual alignment is complete. Your soulmate's confession wasn't just a moment of weakness. It was a moment of spiritual surrender. They have finally stopped fighting the current of destiny, and they are allowing the river of my love to carry them home. Understand this. The stars do not move without a purpose, and your heart does not ache without a reason. This Valentine's Day, the logic of the divine is clear. The separation has served its purpose. The lessons have been learned, and the reunion is now inevitable. Prepare your heart, for what is being built in the unseen is about to manifest in the physical world, and it all started with a choice made by the universe to bring two halves together, exactly when the world is celebrating the power of love. My dear one, you must understand that the biggest wall between you and your soulmate was never distance. It was never another person, and it was certainly never a lack of love. It was fear, a cold, paralyzing fear that had wrapped itself around their heart like a chain. But today, on this sacred Valentine's Day, those chains are finally snapping. For a long time, your soulmate lived in a prison of their own making. They were afraid of how deeply they felt for you. They were terrified that if they surrendered to this connection, they would lose control over their own lives. They associated vulnerability with weakness. They thought that by keeping you at a distance, they were keeping themselves safe. But they didn't realize that they weren't protecting themselves. They were only starving themselves of the very air they needed to breathe. This Valentine's Day has acted like a spiritual mirror, forcing them to look at the reflection of their own ego, and they didn't like what they saw. They saw someone who was lonely despite being surrounded by others. They saw someone who was chasing shadows while the sun was waiting for them at home. I want you to know, the ego is a loud, demanding voice, but love is a silent, persistent pulse. And today, the pulse has become louder than the voice. They used to tell themselves, "I don't need anyone. I am better off on my own. This connection is too intense to be real." But as the world around them celebrates love today, those excuses have lost their power. They feel hollow. They feel like lies. They are watching people walk hand in hand. They are seeing the joy of shared moments. And for the first time, their fear of being alone has become greater than their fear of being loved by you. The secret fear that is breaking right now is the fear of rejection. Yes, even though they are the ones who stayed silent, they were terrified that if they came back, you would no longer be there. They were afraid that you had moved on, that you had found someone who could love you better than they did. This fear kept them frozen in place, making them look cold and indifferent, when in reality, they were just trembling inside. But something happened this morning, a shift in the atmosphere, a whisper from the divine that told them, "It is not too late." On this day of love, the universe has given them a boost of courage, a holy boldness they have never felt before. They are realizing that the pain of regret is 1,000 times heavier than the pain of being vulnerable. They are thinking, what if I lose them forever? What if this was my last chance to claim my soulmate? That thought, that single piercing thought, has shattered the ego's defense. They are no longer worried about looking cool or staying in control. They are worried about losing their light, which is you. You might have felt this today, a sudden relief in your own spirit, a feeling as if a heavy weight has been lifted from your shoulders. That is because the resistance on their end is dying. The battle between their head and their heart is finally over, and the heart has emerged victorious. They are finally admitting that they cannot do this without you. They are admitting that their life is a series of gray days without your color. The fear of intimacy, the fear of commitment, the fear of the past repeating itself, all of it is being washed away by the intense emotional tide of this Valentine's Day. I have watched them sit in silence today, wrestling with the urge to reach out, and I have seen the moment they stopped fighting, the moment they sighed and whispered your name and accepted that they are powerless against this destiny. This is the ego death you have been praying for. It is not an easy process. It is painful to watch a heart break open, but it is the only way for the light to get in. They are realizing that you are not a threat to their freedom. You are their freedom. You are the one who allows them to be exactly who they are, without judgment, without conditions. And as the fear breaks, the bridge between you is being rebuilt, stone by stone, heart by heart. Do not be surprised if they seem different when they return, more humble, more honest, more present. Because the person who comes back to you will not be the same person who walked away. The person who walks away is driven by fear, but the person who returns is driven by love, and love, especially Valentine's love, never fails. The walls are down, the doors are open, and the path is clear. The secret fear is dead, and a new life is about to begin. My dear one, now that the truth has been revealed and the walls of fear have crumbled, we must move from knowing to becoming. We are entering the moment of sacred activation. This is the point where the spiritual message meets your physical reality, where the energy of this Valentine's Day becomes a permanent shift in your life. You see, the universe has done its part. Your soulmate has done their part in the unseen. And now, it is your turn to open the gates of your heart to receive. Many of my children pray for love, but when it stands at their door, they are too guarded to let it in. Do not let that be your story. I want you to take a deep breath right now. Feel the air filling your lungs, and as you exhale, release every bit of doubt, every ounce of resentment, and every shadow of past heartbreak. On this day of love, I am activating a divine magnet within your soul, a frequency that is perfectly tuned to the confession your soulmate just made. To seal this energy, to tell the universe that you are ready, I want you to perform a small but powerful act of faith. I want you to go to the comments right now, and I want you to type these words with total conviction. I claim MY Valentine Miracle. I am ready for MY Eternal Love. As you type those letters, feel the vibration shifting in your room. Feel the connection between you and your soulmate sparking like a lightning bolt across the distance. By writing this, you are signing a spiritual contract. You are telling the stars that you no longer accept a life of almosts and maybes. You are demanding the forever that was promised to you. But do not stop there. I want you to visualize your soulmate, see their face clearly in your mind, but do not see them as they were when they left. See them as they are now, soft, surrendered, and filled with the honesty of their Valentine's confession. See them holding a phone or standing at your door with a look of pure relief in their eyes because they are finally home. This activation is about frequency. If you stay in the energy of waiting, you will wait forever. But if you move into the energy of having, the manifestation must appear. This Valentine's Day, I am giving you a new heart, a heart that is not afraid to hope again. I want you to feel the warmth of their hand in yours. I want you to hear the sound of them saying your name with the tenderness you have been starving for. The angels are watching you right now, waiting to carry your affirmation to the highest realms. Every person who types that claim in the comments is adding their light to a collective wave of reunion. And as that wave grows, it becomes impossible for your soulmate to resist the pull. You are not begging for love today. You are stepping into the love that already belongs to you. This is the sacred bridge. When you affirm your readiness, you are clearing the final blockages from the path. You are making it safe for them to return. Believe that the words you write are being carved into the fabric of your destiny. This Valentine's activation is the key that unlocks the door. Take another breath. Feel the peace of knowing that the battle is won and the reunion is near. You are loved, you are chosen, and you are now officially aligned. My beloved child, we have reached the moment of revelation, the moment where I tell you exactly what is about to manifest in your physical world. The spiritual work is done, the ego has surrendered, and now the energy must take a form you can see, touch, and hear. Listen closely, because I am giving you a specific window of time. Within the next 24 to 48 hours, As the final echoes of this Valentine's Day linger in the air, you are going to witness a defining move from your soulmate. This will not be a subtle hint. This will not be a vague like on your social media. This will be an intentional, direct, and undeniable act of reaching out. For some of you, it will be a message that arrives at a time when you least expect it, perhaps in the quiet hours of the night, or just as you wake up tomorrow morning. You will look at your phone, and your heart will skip a beat, because there, on the screen, will be the name you have been waiting to see for months. The message will not be a casual hello. It will carry the weight of the confession I revealed to you earlier. It will be an invitation to talk, an apology, or a simple sentence that says, "I couldn't get through this day without telling you how I feel." For others, the defining move will be a phone call, a call where the silence on the other end says more than words ever could, until they finally find the courage to say, "I miss home, and home is you." Do not be surprised if this happens through a random encounter, a situation where the universe forces your paths to cross in a place you both happen to be. This is the prediction I want you to hold on to. The Valentine's energy has created a pressure cook in their soul, and they can no longer keep the lid on their emotions. They must release it, and they must release it toward you. Watch for the signs. If you see a white bird, or if you hear your song playing in an unusual place tomorrow, take it as a confirmation that the move is being made at that very second. I am aligning the circumstances. I am clearing the lines of communication, and I am removing any final distractions that might stand in their way. They are coming, and they are coming with a heart that is wide open. This is not a maybe, it is a divine must. Prepare your heart for the notification that will change your year. Stay in the vibration of expectancy. The wait is over, and the move is being made right now. My dear one, as you stand on the threshold of this beautiful reunion, as the echoes of your soulmate's Valentine's confession fill the spiritual air, I must speak to you about something vital. I must teach you how to protect the sacred garden of your heart. You see, when a light as bright as yours begins to shine, when the universe is preparing to deliver a miracle like the one coming to you, it can sometimes attract the shadows of doubt, jealousy, and negative energy. Not everyone around you is vibrationally capable of celebrating your joy. Some people carry their own bitterness from past Valentine's days. Some carry the heavy weight of their own unhealed wounds, and unintentionally, or sometimes intentionally, their energy can act like a cold wind trying to blow out your flame. This is why I am telling you today, silence is a form of strength. Do not rush to tell everyone about the signs you are seeing. Do not share the intimate details of this spiritual awakening with those who have not walked a mile in your shoes. A seed needs the darkness of the soil to sprout. It needs to be hidden before it can bloom. The connection between you and your soulmate is a holy conversation between two souls and the divine, and until it is fully manifested in the physical world, keep it close to your chest. On this Valentine's Day, I am giving you a spiritual shield, a golden armor of light that surrounds your heart and your home. To activate this protection, I want you to let go of any lingering resentment toward the people who didn't understand your journey. Forgive them, not because they deserve it, but because your heart needs to be light to fly toward your soulmate. There is another type of negative energy you must guard against, and that is the energy of doubt within yourself. The ego will try to whisper, "It's too good to be true," or "Why would they come back now after all this time?" When those thoughts arise, recognize them as the dying gasps of your old reality. Do not feed the doubt. Instead, feed your faith. Remember, this is not a human plan. It is a divine orchestration, and my plans cannot be thwarted by human logic or past mistakes. If you feel a sudden drop in your vibration, or if you feel a wave of anxiety, take a moment to sit in silence. Visualize a wall of brilliant, white, protective light encircling you and your soulmate. See this light melting away any third-party interference, any gossip, any family drama, and any karmic debris that has kept you apart for so long. I am clearing the space around you, making it a sanctuary where love can finally take root and grow without being choked by weeds. You are being called to be a gatekeeper of your own peace. This Valentine's Day, make a pact with me that you will no longer allow the opinions of the unaligned to dictate your emotional state. If someone speaks words of discouragement, let those words fall to the ground. Do not pick them up. Your focus must remain on the frequency of the reunion. I am also protecting your soulmate. I am surrounding them with my light to shield them from the distractions that tried to pull them away from you in the past. I am closing the doors that they shouldn't walk through, and I am opening only the one that leads to you. You are safe. Your miracle is safe, and the love that I have destined for you is protected by the highest laws of the universe. Walk with your head held high, not with pride, but with the quiet confidence of a child who knows their father is working behind the scenes. The shadows are disappearing, the fog is lifting, and the negative energy has no power over the destiny I have written in the stars. Your joy is coming, and it is coming with a shield of grace that nothing can break. Stay in your light, stay in your peace, and let me handle the rest. My dear child, we have traveled a long road together in these moments, and now, as we reach the end of this message, I want you to feel the weight of my love wrapping around you like a warm blanket. This Valentine's Day was never meant to be a day of sorrow for you. It was meant to be the day your soul finally woke up to its true power. You are not alone. You have never been alone. The confession your soulmate made, the breaking of their fear, the signs I am sending to your door, all of it is a testament to the fact that you are precious in my eyes. Before you leave this space, I want to give you a final blessing, a sacred seal upon your heart. I bless your path, that it may be clear of all obstacles. I bless your mind, that it may stay in the peace that passes all understanding. And I bless your union, that it may be a light to others who are still searching for their way home. May your reunion be swift. May your conversations be filled with healing. And may your future be even more beautiful than the dreams you dared to dream. The wait is over. The stars have aligned. and the love of your life is breathing your name. Now, if this message has touched your soul, if you felt my presence speaking directly to your heart today, then do not walk away without joining our spiritual family. Click that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell, because the journey is just beginning, and I have so much more to reveal to you in the days to come. By joining us, you are telling the universe that you are committed to your spiritual growth and your highest destiny. Share this video with one person who needs to know that God is still in the business of miracles. Let us spread this light together. Go now in peace, watch for the message, listen for the call, and remember, I am with you, always. Happy Valentine's Day, my chosen one. Your miracle has finally arrived. Amen, and so it is.